Brawl Ball is one of those where you kind of want to all-out commit, and that's what we saw here. If those 1v1s were won subsequently, where I take out my opponent, 5 seconds later you do, there's always a defender there at the safe. It was very important that we saw middle lane and right lane both take out their characters at the same time so they could push forward, and the defenders were waiting, looking at a respawn timer. That timing, it's real small, but that timing is really important and allowed that nuts push to happen. Otherwise, we would have seen 10%, 10%, 10%, because everybody died at the same time. Ain't nobody playing D.
You're right. That's the 80% opening. You rarely see that big of a chunk taken out of the safe. But speaking of respawn times, as we move to Brawl Ball has some of the longest respawn times in the game. So dying in this mode is very, very crucial.
Standard comp, I would say. Maybe we'll see that change up. But Spike, you were talking about Spike earlier on in the broadcast about how important she is when it comes down to zoning out Rosa, and also in Brawl Ball specifically, just zoning out the push potential.
Yeah, keeping this Rosa under control. You can see the cost of running a melee brawler is how do I get it up into somebody's face. Once I do, normally I can win, but 3v1,
yeah,
of course, that's not going to go the way of just Muckin. They lose their Rosa early. Keith making a rotation up. Super starting to come online. One Spike Super already thrown, but doesn't get the kill.
It's also very common in your lower trophy games. Everybody rushes the ball in the middle like a kindergarten soccer team. Keith grabs it at an opportune time and puts it in.
That's tough, man.
But see, this is what we're talking about, or what I was talking about specifically, is that at lower trophies, you'll see players rush this ball. You can't shoot when you have the ball. So a lot of times the higher level games, we'll see teams avoid it until they have the opportunity to score. You didn't see just Muckin pick that ball up until players were dead. And that's when we saw the push.
That was brutal because KIY were definitely in control of that round up until that point. Super's ready to go for Carl, and for Rosa, and for Spike, and for Runic's Carl as well. A lot of resources out on the field. Not sure where that pass was going or intended for. Runic full commits with the super. Just sort of burns out yeezy's Rosa shield, and I guess that's worth it.
Keith going to keep the ball on his side of the map, and this is where we see the stall. It's
just turtling.
Exactly. It's first to 2 goals, but if you have 1 at the end of the timer, you can win the round. And so this is rather dangerous because it is real close, but if red team wants to get the ball, they have to walk onto this side of the map, and that's where Keith is going to have control. Alec is here as well. Keith does go down, but Alec is here. So this is a neat strategy here coming out from JM.
Super tough to push through Spike Super. You can see that slow is extremely potent. A lot of damage coming out onto Alec, but he returns it in time. When you can connect directly with those spike grenades before they explode, they do crazy big damage.
It's pretty nuts. A little bit of a slow. Alec is here trying to protect the ball. This could be bad. Yeezy, he's dead to Carl. He's dead to Carl. But Carl on the other side is here. Keith shows up. Not good enough. 5 seconds left, and we will go to an overtime.
So Super's available so far. Carl and Rose is super available for KIY. All 3 available for both teams now. It's the full commit. It's the chaos coming through. Runic finds the first kill of
What a pass! What a pass! What a pass! That was insane. The pass right past the attacker. And that goes directly in off of the one-time. Clean play there from KIY.
Love Brawl Ball, just for those reasons. Overtime is super fun. So much chaos, and I don't know how much you really plan for overtime. It's a decent timer to work through, right? That's like a 2 or 3 minute game before we even get to that point. So I don't know how much of your strategy and your comp is built around just a completely open field.
I really liked the play here from just Muckin. They get the right kill at the right time, and then Keith just pushes it in. Nice, easy play. And then the remainder of the match, they kept the ball on their side, and they tried to just strangle it out. But this was a really good concerted effort from KIY to push at the right time. Trainers does the right thing, and Keith just a second too late.
Yeah, that's the risk they run, though, with keeping the ball that close.
Oh, the pass.
We're going to watch it. Rosa Shields popped, super pass, just barely gets it past Keith as well, and really the upper 90 if you could hit it in Brawl Stars, that would be it.
So much fun. Shout out to Alec there, though, who was doing the right thing and just didn't get there in time to no fault of his own, and really just the power of KIY. As somebody gets past the ball, you kind of have, you're playing man-on-man defense kind of in a weird way. When somebody gets past the ball, it's that last defender's job to kind of come underneath them provide that defense for the goal post, and Alec was on his way, just couldn't really reach there in time. So I see the thought process, and I like it. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't there, and the ball goes into the net.
A very, very close games. I gotta say, it felt like KAY were in control of that most of the time.
Yeah.
That first goal felt like a small little fluke, a brain fart, if you will. Turtle kept the ball in control. Sustain versus no sustain, though, as we do see the Poco from Runic.
This is an awesome adaptation. This whole match, we've seen Just Muckin and KIY go toe-to-toe, and JM generally don't have this level of competition at this part of the match. Keen with a pass, not good enough. Alec will get it, but respawn is too late. Alec scores. And really what I was trying to bring up doesn't even come into play here. KIY has been providing more of a fight than Just Muckin has been used to, and so they're going to look for the extended team fights with the healer.
There it is. Keith, big commitment here. Gets the Rosa shield off as well. 2 kills. It is just that easy. The boys wicked in control of this one. Keith, not much else to say there. That second goal was all him.
That map might be the best for trick shots if you're out there watching, but this one was real, just clean.
Yeah, pretty much that simple. Super, super fast. First round was nicely done. Second round just kind of blowed open there by Keith. We'll take a look at some of the replays there, the critical moments. I like the confidence from Alec to stay up in this field position, and it was only because he was so far forward and confident enough to stay there that they had enough time to score that one before Trainer Scrub respawned.
And this one was a nice, again, just understanding the play here. Alec stunts a little bit and then goes for the trick shot off the ricochet. Nice play there coming out from Just Muckin. But again, KIY kind of looked strong against a team that has rarely had any trouble in these early stages.
Outside of these it's hard to call it a fluke when it happens again, right?
Yeah.
These very quick, snappy, mechanically, sound goals from Just Muckin. KIY do a very good job when they're allowed to just play slow, think about it, communicate effectively. Triple dribble, I don't know which way this will lend itself. A little bit more open than the previous 2 matchups, and it's going to be almost the same composition run minus the Poco.
No sustain this time around. Alec on the BB. Really like this.
I mean, he was irrelevant last game, but that might have just been because that game lasted like 30 seconds. You don't need sustain for a 30-second game.
Exactly. That was after game number 1. Just Muckin said, "All right, we're gonna get 1 goal in Turtle for a long time. Let's." That was after game number 1. Just Muckin said, "All right, we're gonna get 1 goal in Turtle for a long time. Let's go Poco." And they go, "Wait a second, we just win the game."
Wow, that bubble actually.
Yeezy's mad.
I would be too. I can't believe that comes back to actually matter in some form or fashion. 1,000 damage. It's a lot of Spike's HP. It's nothing you can really scoff at.
Nice punish. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeezy on the right side, baits out Runic's super, looks to pass the ball to Keith and doesn't capitalize.
Here's what it was, I think, maybe. Star power, simply put, ton of move speed. If Alex can get that ball past them, he kicks it out forward, home run swings backwards to make space, and then he just goes, gets the ball to score. High risk play that would have literally been just a solo goal if he pulled it off, but he doesn't.
Makes sense. Keep an eye out for it. Ball in front of the blue team net. Runic dead. Yeezy! Nice job there. And goal 1 on the board for KIY. Just Muckin was in control, but that's Brawl ball, baby.
Commit here from the Rosa shield. Keith is not going to get this kill on Carl. Not going to get the kill on anyone. Is he tanky enough to get it there? The answer, simple no.
You're evil. Left side. Alec trying to deal with Trainer Scrub. Tosses the super. Will trade out, period. I thought he was going to die.
Pretty mad about that one. That's a great Superman. A lot of fun. And this is only less than, that character's been out less than a week. People are going to get better with that super. They're going to learn the bounce spots on the maps, and that's where BB gets real potent.
It's so much fun, and Rosa is a fun character in and of herself, but the shield is a necessity. Alec ties it all up.
God, she's fast.
25 seconds left. Are we going OT?
He might be here. Some supers are available, starting to get spent. Spike's super slows down Keith, largely negating what his Rosa Shield is able to accomplish. Alex, home run swing. Makes some space here, but he's definitely going down.
10 seconds remaining till overtime. Keith here to play defense. The rest of the red team not wanting to push in. Keith kicks it to the left-hand side. Pure Evil zoning out, pushing the defender back into the net. Everything blows up. Sudden death.
Super comes out from BB. Has some distance, but can't make it all the way back across twice. Have to get out of combat, have to play your sustain nicely. No more bushes for Rosa to hide in, no more nothing for nobody to bank off of. Looking at Runic, he has his super kick available, so the pass might be coming out here. Moves in with the cross super, try and make some space.
Not enough damage though. That's the ball saved by Yeezy. Past cross field. 30 seconds remaining. Keith taken down as well. Pure Evil grabs the ball. Yeezy pushing up to the right side. Runic here to play defense. Alec in a shade to the left side. A little bit of a slow. The ball in midfield. 18 on the clock.
Can't get the kick out. Has the super available. Runic takes down Pure Evil. Yeezy might be just looking to fall back on
Hard
this
pass.
one. Has the super kick
Super.
available. Defense is good here. BB has the movement speed to stay in front of the ball. Is this over?
Keith has the super. Pure Evil goes to the left. The goal with 1 second left to hit it. Runic out of controlio. Hot dog. Oh my God.
Wow, well done, baby. We take the